Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. I've just come off my weekend where I watched an incredible movie called Wing Chun, and it is all about the history and origins of the Kung Fu system Wing Chun, which I actually train. I've been training it now for 2 years. I'm still in Sulim Tao, so I'm very much a novice, but I love martial arts. I love Kung Fu. It is definitely a big part of my life, my wife and I's lives. And it's something that I feel very connected to. So watching this movie was all about the origin story. And if you know anything about Wing Chun, you know it was actually invented by a woman. It was invented by a Shaolin nun in the 1700s. And there's a few different myths and legends around how she brought this system to life. And this movie follows the story of Yim Wing Chun, this girl who works for her father's tofu shop. And this man comes along and he wants to marry her. And he's advancing on her and she's fighting him off. And he gives her a challenge. He says, go away, train, come back, and we'll duel. If you win, I come work for your father for free. If I win, you marry me. So observing all this is this Shaolin nun. And she offers Yim to take her in and train her in her very own Kung Fu system that she's just invented. And I loved it. It was so cool watching this come to life, watching the Sulim Tao, Hoi Sao, Bon Sao, the kicks, the flips. It was really cool seeing these two women depicted who are very important to the history of the system I train. More to the story is then a warlord comes along and he's actually hunting down the master, the Shaolin master, and Yim teams up with her to fight off this warlord. So the only thing that I would say that I found a bit odd was in this story, so in the history of Wing Chun, there are different versions, and they seem to have combined a couple into this movie. The story of fighting off the suitor, but then also the story of fighting off the warlord. Because we don't actually hear a lot from the suitor again. He does help the warlord hunt them, but the movie mainly progresses with master and disciple fighting off this warlord that's attacking the town and hunting down the remaining Shaolin warriors. But I loved it. It was so good. It's very different from the Ip Man Wing Chun movies. If you've seen them, you know they're very serious in their tone, very dramatic. They are probably the best, I reckon, the best Kung Fu movies ever. This is different. It's still very good, but it's a comedy. It's actually very slapstick comedy. There's a lot of cartoonish sound effects, a lot of whoop 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 kind of thing, and I actually really loved it. I thought it was going to be a bit weird because I saw in a review that it was like that, but then I watched it and I was like, man, this is so funny, and yet the action was on point. Man, I loved seeing that. I loved seeing her hone her craft. You know, she goes from her being a little skilled in Shaolin to now really getting down the chain punches, really getting down the Wing Chun. And of course, that is she's the mother of this system, and I love it. It was so cool. So let me know how you enjoy it. I reckon go watch it if you love Kung Fu. Is there any other Kung Fu movies I should watch? Let me know in the comments, particularly Wing Chun, because I am a Wing Chun enthusiast. I love it. And I love this film. I rate it a solid 7 out of 10. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you later.